hopefully everything is good and all that. 3 p.m. I took on my reaction video. I got my GPO video almost finished editing. I have to do my Blood Foods 2, which is coming out either tomorrow or Wednesday. We're gonna see. I know. It's gonna be a fun week. It's gonna be a fun week. I also got, I don't know if you guys will see, I got a fade, I got a haircut and everything. I shaved almost everything off. I did got a line on me, but I shaved almost everything off pretty much. You know, my mustache too and everything. Don't mind my tail. I do have my, you know, my long ponytail and everything all the way down. But hey, doesn't matter. Let's get started. Oh no, I feel mad fresh right now. Oh, we reacted to SCP-1500 plant virus take over body SP animation. You already know, Dr. Bob, fire YouTuber. I love the storytelling, and then I love how he explained the SP right after the storytelling and everything. You guys already know. We'll jump in the description. Go check him out. I'll be happy, very happy to give you one more subscriber. And yeah, let's start it. Let's get started.
A man is lying in a hospital bed, and it is clear that he is.
I was got some water. You know what I mean, guys?
A group of
drink your water.
Around him, performing various tests, checking his vital signs again and again. The man feels weak and a little disoriented, and the looks on the various doctors' faces tells him all he needs to know. Something is very wrong with him.
So far.
Finally, there is a break in the commotion.
But like one little thing I know about SP,
peering into his
you
eyes
do not want this virus.
Light. All of the doctors
do
and
not
nurses
want
leave
this
the room
virus
except for one. The doctor steps towards the man and tells him that he has some bad news. You see, before the doctor can finish, someone else emerges from the shadows in the corner of the room and taps him on the shoulder. I'll handle this. The man hadn't noticed this person, but he can see now that he's dressed in a suit, and unlike the doctors,
that's that foundation, boy.
Identifying
that's that
like
foundation.
A badge. Maybe he's some kind of professor, or a renowned surgeon who is going to tell him how they will make him better. The doctor steps back from the bed, but the man in the suit tells the doctor that it would be best if he and the patient could be left alone. Just for a moment, of course. The doctor nods in agreement and leaves the room. The man in the suit waits until the door is closed behind him to continue. He tells the sick man that he has a rare condition, quite rare. So rare, in fact, that you're the only person to ever have it.
I knew he was going to say that. He's just going to say 2 person or 1 person. Yeah, you tough. If you ever get a disease like that, there's nothing much you could do, especially when you're in the SCP universe. Oh, hell no, you do not want one of these SCP diseases. Never something good's going to happen.
The only recorded case in history. The man in the suit sits down on the bed next to the man and takes his hand, lifting it up, examining it.
Like
the man's hand is an odd color. It has a slight green tint to it, and the skin itself appears to be taking on a fibrous quality. The sick man feels very tired, but he manages to whisper, "Are you a doctor?
Okay.
Are you going to help me?" The man in the suit responds, "Yes, I'm a doctor. Of sorts. A doctor and a researcher."
Alright, that's what I say. I know it's researcher, but I'm telling you, it's a foundation member.
And I specialize in cases just like yours. Well, not exactly like yours. You're unique. Quite special, in fact.
Okay.
The sick man offers a weak smile. "I'm very lucky." "Oh yes, very lucky. Okay. Well, not because of your condition, of course, but because I am here. You see, if it's all right with you, we'd like for you to come with us, to come stay at one of our facilities for a while. We can't promise that we'll be able to figure out exactly what's happening or why.
At that point,
but if we can, we have a much better chance of figuring out
at that point,
to cure
I'll be
you,
like,
so you can go back to a normal
pretty
life.
Much on his deathbed.
Do I have much of a choice?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The sick man asks. Of course you do. It's completely up to you. I think this would be your best course of action, your best by far, in fact. But we can't force you to do anything you don't want to do. The sick man looks down at his green hand
he's gonna take it.
Turning it over
I
in front
will
of his
take
face,
it. Like,
examining the small growths that seem to be sprouting from his...
Like, guys, if you guys want your death pretty much, and every doctor came to you, couldn't do nothing, and this guy come along and everything, saying about he's a part of this, research and all that, and this may be your last chance, why not? You have nothing else. You got nothing else.
When do we leave?
Why not?
Right now. The man in the suit
so
tells
far,
him,
I'm liking this.
The nurses will come get you ready, and then we'll be on our way.
Oh, we got ads. You guys don't know about ads. I don't care what kind of ad it is. If I don't get paid at least a single penny, I'm not going to show at the average volume. You're going to skip it. But guys, remember, if you ever get one of my ads, watch the whole thing. Thank you for the support. Even though there should be no ads yet. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Yeah, you. With the yellow shirt with the jean shorts. I'm talking to you. Let's get started.
The man in the suit leaves the room and closes the door behind him. Standing next to the door in the hallway are a pair of men wearing tactical uniforms like a SWAT team. The man in the suit tells them that luckily they won't be needed today. This one is coming easy. The sick man lies on a bed, but now he is in a new room.
With
this
like
one is even more sterile than the hospital, with
so
cold
much more
concrete
people.
walls and harsh fluorescent lights. Just like in the hospital, he's surrounded by a seemingly never-ending cast of doctors, nurses, and researchers. They too poke and prod at him, take samples, and administer all kinds of tests. As time goes on, the man's condition only grows worse. It seems there's nothing that they can do to stop his condition from advancing. The green color spreads across his body, and his skin soon becomes woody and stiff. If he sits in one place for too long without moving, tiny fibers emerge from his skin, like probing roots looking for soil. All the while, the man grows weaker and more fragile. Even the slightest movement seems to cause him great pain. The doctor who originally brought the man to the facility gathers with a small group in the observation room next to the man's containment cell. They discuss the results of a recent test, which showed that much of the melanin in his skin has somehow been replaced with chlorophyll.
Okay, which is plant.
The fibrous quality of his skin is being caused by the appearance of cellulose around his cells. In other words, he isn't just starting to look like a plant.
He's becoming
truly
a plant.
becoming a plant. And there doesn't seem to be anything they can do to stop it. Try as they might, they haven't found a single clue as to what is causing the man's condition, or how to treat it. The man, though, seems strangely at peace with his fate. He's told that they're going to allow him to live, whether that be as a man or as a plant in containment, for as long as he can stay alive, and that he will be well taken care of to make the whole process as comfortable for him as possible.
They gonna plant
Even
him?
though they failed to find a cure for his anomalous disease, they will do everything in their power to make sure he doesn't suffer.
Okay.
A tragic yet familiar tale for the SCP.
That's tough. He can't even move or nothing. Like, technically speaking, he's still alive. Oh, hell nah, man.
Foundation.
And they're not gonna kill him off. They don't kill him off because they kill him off all that research. You know what I mean? Me, I would have just oof me. I don't know. And stop for pausing too much. Remember, guys, you guys came to react, like, watch me react. If you guys want to see nothing, no pausing, like, no talking, original video in the description. I'll be way happy to go support the original creator.
A person is subjected to an abnormal situation that completely changes their life, and not for the better.
Okay.
At least in this situation, the Foundation appears to have shown a rare glimpse of their own humanity, opting to make this safe class anomaly's existence as painless as possible, rather than force it to endure a lifetime of painful tests and studies. Or at least that's what you've been led to believe.
Wow.
Unfortunately, everything you've just seen about SCP-1500 is a lie.
Okay.
Those with level 3 clearance, though, can learn the truth, which is that SCP-1500 is actually an extremely dangerous anomaly, whose true identity must be hidden from even the majority of the Foundation.
Yo, what's Yo, that twist! What? Yo, let me guess. He has a chance to give you the disease too.
Reasons you'll soon learn. SCP-1500 is not a man suffering from a condition that causes him to slowly transform into a plant-like being.
It's a plant transformed into a man?
But is actually a greenish-gray, smooth-skinned humanoid with no facial features at all. Its limbs are long and multi-jointed, and its abdomen is highly distended.
What is that?
The skin is exceptionally durable and tough, and though SCP-1500 has no visible sense organs like ears or a nose, it still appears to possess senses that are roughly equivalent to an average human's. The entity is incapable of speech, owing to its lack of a mouth, and it has not shown a need to eat, breathe, or sleep at all. In addition to the strange appearance of SCP-1500, its primary anomalous effect is the impact it has on any human that comes within its line of sight, or rather what would be its line of sight if it had any eyes. Those that do find that they will soon begin experiencing headaches, nausea, and an overwhelming sense of dread. These symptoms will increase over the next several minutes, with the headaches becoming more and more debilitating, and the feelings of nausea and fear growing until eventually the subject passes out. They will remain unconscious for roughly 15 seconds, after which they will awaken and claim to have no memory of ever being exposed to SCP-1500. But something else strange also happens to the subject after waking. When asked to describe the creature known as SCP-1500, they will no longer remark on its faceless head or long twisted limbs. Instead, they will describe the creature as being an average-looking Caucasian male. Even stranger is that to them, it now has a name: Zachary Callahan. In further interviews with subjects exposed to SCP-1500, it became clear that many of their memories had been reshaped to now include the entity in its human-looking Zachary Callahan form. They would often describe him as a close friend from childhood or early adulthood.
Yo, I don't know,
and one
man.
that played a significant role in their lives.
I don't know about this SCP,
They also claim that they are perfectly capable of communicating with Zachary Callahan, able to carry on conversations with him, while all the observing researchers will see is an apparently one-sided conversation between the subject and the featureless gray-skinned creature.
Hell no.
While Foundation...
Alright, what I'm gonna say right now, before they, give more information, Euclid. There we go. Euclid rank. Come on, big brain. Watch it. Watch. They don't even have it captured.
Through the use of
they haven't captured.
They have yet to be able to reverse the effect that causes the subject to see SCP-1500 as a human being. And everyone who has been exposed continues to see the entity as Zachary Callahan forevermore.
That's kind of dangerous.
It is still unknown what kind of long-term effects this exposure may have, or how dangerous to their mental or physical health it will turn out to be.
Oh, we got no ad? Yo, come on, man. Come on, don't give me 2 ads. Come on, Dr. Bob. Come on. Because I know we're going to skip this, man. I'm getting paid. Okay.
Even more concerning is that evidence has emerged that SCP-1500 may be able to affect more than just those in its immediate presence. Recently, a United States senator was giving a televised speech on a rather uninteresting topic. The speech started out normal enough, but then the senator began to relay an anecdote about a childhood fishing trip he had taken with a friend. You won't be surprised to learn that according to the senator, the friend's name was none other than Zachary Callahan.
Oh, hell nah.
Investigations into the senator's background concluded that there was no person by that name of the appropriate age in the area where he grew up. It was also discovered the senator had suffered an especially bad migraine at a dinner party the week before the speech.
Nah.
Further research into SCP...
But like, how do you mean, is it like multiple, or there's a way like the SCP affected? I don't even know,
SCP-1500's memory-altering effects have also revealed that they might just be more intrusive than first believed. Rather than simply appearing as an old friend, subjects exposed to 1500 have begun to report that Zachary Callahan actually played a much more prominent role in their lives, either as a close relative, a parental figure, or even a former lover. In each of these cases, the subjects described their feelings for Zachary Callahan as ones of adoration, and that he made them feel protected and loved. Most troubling of all is a recent addendum to the SCP-1500 file, which describes the very latest research on the anomaly and its effects. It is now estimated that as many as 23,000 people all across the world have been affected by the creature.
But don't it still have it locked down though?
With the idea of Zachary Callahan implanted into their memories,
it is
unknown why it is trying to spread its influence so far and wide. But one clue that may point to a nefarious purpose is that it seems to be disproportionately targeting political and military figures, as well as SCP Foundation personnel.
Of course.
Following these new developments, classification of SCP-1500...
Yeah, I said watch be catcher. I'm going to take this half L, even though I said it was going to be Euclid, but
was requested and granted.
What you saying?
Due to the risk that SCP-1500 poses through its anomalous effects, and its powerful ability to influence those in positions of great power, it is permanently kept in a modified humanoid containment cell at Site-17. No personnel are allowed to enter into its containment chamber under any circumstances, nor are there security cameras in its cell. A false containment document describing a human male with an anomalous plant-like effect was placed in the database in order to deter further investigation into the real SCP-1500. And any personnel who experience painful, persistent headaches are immediately transferred away from Site-17, while any who attempt to breach containment are immediately terminated.
Damn, that's all.
Is SCP-1500 planting the seeds for something big by infiltrating the minds of some of the most influential people on Earth? Or is it merely looking for a connection, as it takes on a form that it wishes it could have, in the only way it can, inside an imagination? Perhaps one day, we will know the answer. Now go and watch another entry from the files of Dr. Bob, like SCP-1500, the story of me and my best friend Zach, and the...
That's the same SCP. What?
Time we rode motorcycles across Southeast Asia. Wait a second. I didn't do that with Zach.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. I was like, what? Okay, that was good. That was good. I like that. That was good. I was about to say.
Like SCP-163, the old castaway, for another truly bizarre guest
good.
of the SCP
I like
Foundation.
That. See, I didn't move my mouse over there. I was just confused.
Forget. And make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single anomaly.
The same thing to me, guys.
Further and further into the SCP Foundation's classified archives.
Is that everything? That's everything. Yo, that was good. Yo, that ending thingy about that, big 1500. That was good. I like that. That was a good thing in the end. But either way, this whole video was fire. Pretty much. Let me end my video because we only have 15 minutes. Guys, hit the subscribe button. Go to 1,000. Go to 5,000 subscribers. I was gonna say 1,000. Like, we better hit that. Hit the like button too. Supposed to be even more. Turn the notifications. Go on the early gang, which means in the comment section first. What brings me to a comment section. You can tell me again to play. That's not had to be a Roblox game. I'm talking to you. You right there. That's not had to be a Roblox game. You can tell me video to react, but please link the video in the comment section so it'll be easy for me to find. Or you can be like, hi, how you doing? We'll always try to reply back to you guys. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's your boy Frame. Out.